Bet, here we go. We
Let's
moved
get it. Let's get it.
episode 3, and the man is back, man. Ian Jones is back in the
Yes,
building,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother? How you physical? How you mental? How everything going?
Bro, my physical is good, bro. Just gotta stay in that. Hey, you don't gotta work out. You know what I mean? 5, 6 times a week. Just do a little something here or there. Three to four times a week. 30 minutes. Just don't be in the crib chilling all day, laying
Yeah.
around eating potato chips, drinking Bud Light. Like you gotta get out, get active a little bit.
A
That could be on
little
the
bit.
side. You can still get that done. You still gotta keep your body and movements going. Even when you're in the real world work business, workspace, you gotta still get up, get active.
Right. That balance is key, man. That balance is key. Your
Facts,
mental, your
facts,
mental health doing all right, man. You in the in-season grind. You out in Portland and now for the
bro.
what's the final night tournament? PK 80?
At 85, I think this year, 85. Because I
85?
think
Okay.
because they got another tournament too. It's gonna be like the PK 90. I think it goes up 5 or so. I don't know how that really
Okay.
goes, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. How you feeling though? Like how's the mental? The road life? You been
bro.
traveling a lot?
Yeah, it's just you gotta adapt to it. You just gotta adapt to it, like become like one with it. Because it can't become where it's like, oh, we traveling here and there. Like it's different. You gotta become one with the pressure to become one with this the environment, the circumstances. Become like you really living in it. You're not really
Right.
like it's not. I'm not visiting. This is my everyday. So
Right.
just becoming one with it and understanding the struggles, understanding the lights at the end of the tunnel, understanding the dark times. You're gonna have to get through those too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just just taking day by day, bro. Keep your circle strong and talking to those people about it because you can't go through it alone. That's for sure.
That's for sure, bro. Day by day to see a better day, 100%, man. So that ties me into my first question for you, man. Like last pod, I don't know if you got to listen to it. Me and John, we talked about kind of like our story, our journey, what motivates each other.
Yeah,
I know you kind of like, you in season right now. I know y'all on the time crunch, but if you would like to share with the pod, man, just kind of your journey, man, because you my brother, man, you inspire me in so many ways. So I gotta
yeah,
give
man.
you flowers. You
For
inspire me
sure, for
to
sure.
this
Thank
day.
you, man. For
So if
sure.
you wanna just kind of talk to the pod, what motivates you? What keeps you going, man, and kind of where you going with this thing? You can kind of I'll let you have the floor. You can tell the world,
Yeah, man. I'm just really, bro. Just what motivates me is like people like you, my brothers. Like I'm not trying to let them down. Like I don't really like people to be like certain people like I guess you could use Tom Brady. I hear remember like people that doubted him, people that like were drafted before him, but like I don't have that. It's nothing wrong with that mindset for sure. Some people it helps, but I feel like it doesn't give you the long term energy that you need as far as like people that actually supporting you. So I use my people that support me to get me through like my moms, my brothers, my circle. People that are like, nah, bro, you got to keep going. You can't stop. You close or whatever. Like that's what gets me through. Other people that like doubt me, people that are like saying bad things about me or this or that doesn't get me going. People that actually like support me, want me to see it through. Those are the ones that get me through every day. So I really appreciate those people. And as far as my story, like to keep it short, me and Ed were both managers. Talked about this on the first episode. We were managers, worked our way up the ladder, didn't stop, kept going. 2 years in, my boy Ed was a year before me, so 3 years in as a manager. By my junior year, his senior year, we became walk ons. So we just wanted to like not cap, like we just wanted to show anybody that was a manager like you can really do this. If you really want to hoop and you're good, you can go from manager to player, and then after your playing days, you can go be successful. Like Evan's doing his thing with Amazon, I'm doing my thing here at the GA. Like you don't got to keep hooping on the court. It's other avenues, other journeys. Like everyone doesn't have the genetic blessings, the genetic like the length, the wingspan, the weight, the body to play. Like it wasn't in God's cards, man. Like so going on. Then I didn't want this basketball stuff to stop. I love the crowd. I love the game days. I love everything that come with this basketball, the good, the bad, the lessons. I didn't want it to stop, so I just knew like coaching was another avenue I could take and
Mhm.
still be a part of the game and still impact other young men and kind of give the free game. Because at the end of the day, when I'm dead and gone, what's gonna travel with me is my legacy, what I gave to the younger generations, the people younger than me, how I helped them improve. That's really what's gonna carry on. So that's really what motivates me. People that support me, and then just trying to do better for my city. Like I'm from Lillington, it's a small town. Not many people make it out of there like to see anything other than the Harney County or Lillington. And just show them that there's other things out there that you can do, man, and get out the city if you really want to do that. So that's really my main motivation, man.
100%, man. I feel like one thing you probably heard me say, I always say, man, day by day to see a better day. Like you always, and you've always inspired so many of us just from your county and stuff like that. Whenever it's a bigger picture, I feel like that's the stuff that takes you long term because it's easy like to be like, okay, they doubt me, for one game.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember this coach didn't offer me, so I'm gonna kill him for this one game or like for 8 minutes. But like your
yeah,
soul you can only hold on to that grudge for so long.
yeah. That grudge, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
You can only hold on to that for so
Yeah.
long,
What we
man.
used to say, bro, playing with that vengeance in your heart. You can't play with vengeance in your
Yeah,
heart, bro.
you can't.
You get to doing stuff like in basketball, you get to trying to make too many plays. You dribbling in, turning the ball over. In football, you getting penalties and stuff like that for trying to play with off emotion. I use more logic than emotion, I
Right.
guess,
Yeah.
in my
No.
decision making. And I'm human. Like I'm just speaking. Like I for sure I've had problems where I've had emotion getting involved, and I didn't wish I would have did this or that. Like I'm human. We're just talking. I'm human. I have for sure had those instances in my life where I still do that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, my makeup, I'm using logic over emotion every time. I try to
Yeah.
do that in my everyday life.
hundred
Like, is this
percent.
logical? Am I really supposed to be doing this? Like, or is emotion getting involved? Am I making a rational decision? That's kind of like how my thought process works when it comes to that.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's like we used to, like you said, you playing with that vengeance with your heart, living with that vengeance in your heart. Like
Yeah, bro.
sometimes somebody you have a bad breakup or something happened in a class, a teacher kind of did you wrong or whatever the case might be. Somebody in your life
Yeah,
did you wrong. Then you go out do something irrational, off the emotion. You like, whoa, that wasn't
yeah.
even my
That
body.
wasn't
Like,
even me. Whoa, where
yeah,
my
that
body
wasn't
at?
even me.
Yeah,
And then you end up regretting
yeah,
it. So it's always like, okay,
exactly.
let me take a step back. Okay, they didn't
And
believe in me in sports or whatever. They didn't believe in me that I could coach here. Okay, but let me pivot. Let me use logic and figure out what route I could take to, push myself to higher limits and still think about those who care about me and love me. Because, like you said, that's my legacy at the end of the day.
yeah, facts.
That's the
Another
legacy.
thing you said, bro, like when we were younger, coming up as managers, like we don't
Hmm.
have as big leashes like these superstars, like people that have like more invested in them, people that really want them. Like we are kind of like wanting them. We wanted ECU to give it a chance. Like ECU gets once other people like when they go recruit guys or stuff, like
Yeah.
and could I just ECU, but colleges they get certain guys, they're like, that's my guy. We need him. Like he's a top whatever. We need him on our squad. But
Hmm.
for us, it was opposite. Like we wanted to be on the squad. So
Right.
we like when we get a chance, we don't want them to give him no chance. Be like, oh well, Ian's this or that.
Hmm.
Ian's this kind of guy. Ian's doing that. Like we only wanted to give him one chance. So we always make sure we were solid from the jump. But when we walked in them doors, it was all business. It was all professional. Like people know we have fun too, bro. Just like every other college people, like we have fun. We're fun guys. But
Right.
like at the end of the day, we know like our purpose is way greater than this, bro. So we got to make sure we always microscope is on us at all times. The telescope, the phones, this age, the camera's always rolling, bro.
Yeah.
It's no rehearsal. This is a real life movie.
Yeah, and
So,
when people say
bro,
stuff doesn't come off the internet, like it really does not. Like there's plenty of
nah,
videos on the internet, and like we see all the time, man. The internet gets wickeder and wickeder. Like some stuff, I'm like, man, what is this doing on the internet, on IG,
nah, for
Twitter,
real,
whatever? And it's on there, man. So that stuff never goes away, man. That never
for
goes
sure,
away, man.
for sure,
So
bro,
I appreciate you sharing that with the pod, man. You motivate a lot of us, man. Keep going.
for
I got a
sure.
brother we say keep going. We text all the time. We call.
No, keep going, bro. That's the thing. We move and we keep going, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next every situation, whatever comes on, we just keep moving on, man. We keep moving on. I want to
Facts.
say to the pod, man, this man right here is a humongous Jets fan.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Huge Jets fan, and
No, I do.
just
I love the
dropped.
Jets, bro. I love them boys, man. I love the Jets, but yeah,
A bombshell just dropped, man. Y'all are sitting at what 7-4 or 8-4,
yeah.
and
We sitting at yeah,
sitting at 6-4 right now.
yeah,
A
6-4. Yep,
solid,
6-4.
solid season. But you lost what, one or two in a row. Zach Wilson had to comment. He had 9 completions, 10 punts last
Yeah,
Sunday
bro.
versus the Patriots. Lost on the punt return. Commentator asked him, "Hey, do you feel like you left your defense down a little bit?" And he said, "No." Like quick response, real brash. Look,
Yeah,
hockey response. So let me. You were supposed to get on the pod a couple weeks ago when y'all were
yeah,
outside
yeah,
the field and kind of talk. Talk your talk. But
yeah,
how
yeah.
do you feel
But
now? Go ahead and speak on that situation, man.
yeah, like since it's been 2 weeks, I'll speak on it. Like the week before the Bills game, we lost to the big game at home again versus Belichick. We lost to the Patriots at home. I don't know why. Like if you saw this weekend, the Giants were at home versus Lions in a must win. I guess MetLife Stadium, like we just can't get it done right now there. And
Mm-hmm.
we took I think last game was our first home loss. I think we were undefeated on the road to that game. We beat the Packers on the road, beat the Steelers on the road, beat the Browns on the road. I think it was our first home loss coming off a bye week too.
Right.
And I mean, you would just think that the offense be coming off a bye week, like we could score more than 3 points. But NFL, we're going against NFL studs on defense. The Patriots have a good defense. Jets both have a good defense. Young defense. Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams, Baby Williams. We got a good defense, and I knew it was going to be a good game. We had practice as well, so I didn't get to see but the second half, and I watched the highlights. But that's different than watching the full game. But
Right.
second half, I mean, it was really. And I'm a big Zach Wilson fan, as everyone know. I've always been in on Zach Wilson. I feel like he can create plays. He extends the plays. He doesn't get sacked much. Like as far as Sam Darnold, I ever really was never a Sam Darnold fan from the jump. Like sorry to all the USC bodies, all the Sam Darnold lovers out there. He gonna start this week for the Panthers. Yeah, whoever the Panthers got, that's a L. I'm sorry, but
I think they
yeah, bro. But
got. Go ahead.
yeah, who the Panthers got? We can look at who they got. Let's see. Panthers got, yeah, they got the Broncos at home. They probably lose at the Russell Wilson. Just I don't know how, but that's just how it's gonna go. But the
Yeah.
Jets, bro, like as far as the comment, like you saw Josh Allen a couple weeks ago. They asked him about he let
Mm-hmm.
the defense down. What he said, yeah, it was 100% on me. Like I got to be better. And I feel like how we just said earlier about emotional responses and emotional decisions. Like Zach Wilson could have been like in his feelings or like mad or something like. And the comment, the
He knew
press
it was
conference
on
guy
him.
could have. Yeah, the
He
press conference guy could have came at him the wrong way at the wrong time, and he's been like, "Nah, like it ain't my fault." But really, like he probably behind closed doors, he's like, "Dang, like I don't know why I said that, or like it probably is my fault." And
he knew
he
it was
might come.
on him.
Yeah, bro, but like I feel like
Mhm.
as the leader, even if it's not my fault, even if it
Right.
ain't your fault, it is, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, it is, bro. Like another example we could use is as a head coach, like as a head coach, we could have all the scout reports done. We've done gone over everything they do.
Mm-hmm.
We're more than prepared. The guys don't watch the same film 2 or 3 times. They probably know to me as a coach for watching the film over and over. We ready for the game. And then
Right.
we go out there and we lay an eggshell. My guys don't play well. Like it's on me as the coach. Like, I got to prepare them better. Even though we might have felt like we did all we can. Like we got to do something else different. They obviously weren't prepared. It was in the warm up or before the game. Something didn't click. And as a
Right.
leader, it's on me. Even if it's not on me, as a leader, that's just my role. So I feel
Right.
like for him to say that, that wasn't the right thing to say at the time. It was on him because the defense balled yesterday. I mean Sunday they balled.
Yeah.
So it was on him. He should have accepted the responsibility. But there's nothing he can do about it now. Then get ready for this Sunday versus the Bears in a very
Mm-hmm.
winnable game. And really, we got if you're trying to turn the corner and stop being a laughing stock of the league, it's time we got to win these games. It's at home at MetLife, 1 o'clock. You got to get the win. There's really no excuses. There's nothing else to say but get the win. Even hey, if you can't score, 3-0, get the W, bro. Find a way. So
Right.
that's just how I think about it.
No, 100%. I agree with that 100%. I think a lot of the things too, man, like, cause I understand where you're coming from. It's just about turning the corner and getting it done. Like, that's what it comes
Yeah,
down to. And like, I feel like a lot of this stuff, like with them starting Mike White, it's almost like, even Coach Salah having like not an emotional response, but he sees how his locker room probably responded to that. Like,
yeah.
some of
And
those
and,
guys
and then
been grinding for years. Like I think like CJ Mosley's he's been a problem in the league for years. Like I know a lot of guys you guys have like they've been grinding. Like that defense has been playing well all year. So they
yeah,
were like
all
probably like,
year.
oh man, like as a leader, like you said, in anything in life, like a teacher might not have prepared you for a test or something like that. Whatever. When it comes down to sports, when it comes down to life, anything like as a man, as a leader, whenever it comes
Yeah,
down to
bro.
it, you take that accountability. Like, okay, it was my
Yeah.
fault. Like it was something I did.
especially us being men, like we're gonna end up raising families, having kids and stuff.
Right.
Like my kid doing something, like my kid at school acting up or whatever. That's
Mhm.
on me to train them at the house. Like that's my fault. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, like I got no control over what they're doing. Like don't get
Mhm.
me wrong, you can't let that disrupt your peace. You can't control others. At the end of the day, you got to control yourself and then mentor and give others guidance. Like
Right.
your kid, you got to give them guidance. But as far as what the actions occur outside of your watch, that's still on you. You the head, you the leader.
Right.
So that's just
Yeah.
how I view it.
Yeah. No. hundred
It's
percent.
not easy being a leader. Like, it's gonna come with a lot of stuff like that. If you really want to be there, everyone's like, oh, I want to be the man. I want the last shot. Oh, I want to play quarterback. This and that. Like, are you sure? Like, that's a lot of pressure you got to deal with. That's a lot of responsibility. Like, make sure you really want to do that when you sign
Right.
up for it.
Yeah. No. You have to like it when you sign up for it. Like when you step foot into it. Like what we were talking about. I'll have a sit down with any young kid, and I'll tell this to any kid that plays ball, any kid that wants to be anything in life. Like man, every single time before you post on that social media, like no, like be careful what you post because this stuff is not going
Yeah.
away. I promise you that.
Mm-mm.
And every time you step out in school, like when you in school, you acting up. Like, oh, he was quarterback of a little Pop Warner team. Like, oh, he acting bad. That gets back to your coach. You get in trouble. You get a stigma. That might carry you on through middle school, high school.
Exactly. The stigmas, bro.
Like,
Stigmas.
and
Hard to
and
get off your
something
name.
and something too, like, man, we know like it's hard to break. We know, man, it's hard to break a bad name, man. That's why your name, your word, it means a lot, man. Because you break that, then it's like, oh, okay. It's especially hard to break that, like, oh, he's always like that. You know what I mean? Like people talk
Yeah,
about
for sure.
Russell Westbrook or people talk about certain athletes, like once they get a name, a label on them, it's like, oh, he's always
Yeah.
like that, man.
Yeah.
He's always like that. So everybody knows I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in. I've been talking about the pod. My squad in the NFL is the Cowboys. You know, 40-3
Man,
victory.
them boys looking. Them boys was looking. Bro, I'm watching the game Sunday right after practice, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm tuning in. I'm like, all right, it was 7-0. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, they scored, and
Mm-hmm.
then it was 3-0. Y'all kicked the field goal first. Y'all made a field
Yeah.
goal, so it was
Yeah.
3-0, and then y'all got to stop. Then it went 10-0. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Then they scored. It was 10-3, and then y'all scored 13-3. I'm like, okay, Vikings might come back. The
Yeah.
next thing you know, I go, it's 23. I'm like, ah. Then it's 23-3. I'm like, it's going to half. And I'm talking to my boy. I'm like, what you think will happen? He like, man, the Vikings came back last week versus the Bills. I'm like, bro, ain't the Bills, bro. This ain't outside. This is you know what I mean. This is a controlled environment.
Yeah.
And then and y'all just kept pouring it on. And Tony Pollard, man, special talent. Dak looking, everybody wants to get the Dak Prescott. He not this or that no more. Like, bro, it was just like his second game back from injury, like third game back from injury. Like, what are we
Right.
talking about? We can't
Right.
give people no time to come back from injuries no more. Like, we
Right.
can't give no freshman or no NBA prospect a little bit of time to develop. Everybody wants instant success. It's really crazy, but
Yeah.
that's a story for another day. And
Right.
I'm like, bro, like the Cowboys just fine. It's week by week. It's NFL. Like I said, first podcast is week by week with these athletes,
Yeah.
game by game. Like Ohio State this weekend. They
Mm-hmm.
struggling with Maryland. They struggling with Northwestern. I promise you, they ain't gonna be struggling with Michigan. I promise you,
Yeah.
them boys gonna wake up for this game. Who knows how this game could get real, real treacherous, real menacing. This score.
Yeah.
I
And
like it's just
and
week
we'll
by
talk.
week for these people.
It is, and we'll talk about that game and good length here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wrap it up. We'll talk more about the NFC East next week because a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
games
yeah,
coming up.
yeah.
The
It's a lot of games. Yeah,
Eagles have a game this weekend. They've been looking kind of shaky. You never know. They started off undefeated, but they can be had, right? And the Cowboys got a big one tomorrow. 7-3 matchup against the Giants. Both teams tied for second place. Cowboys have the tiebreaker right now. That's
yeah.
a must-win game. So for me, I was telling everybody, you follow me on social media. I can't even hold myself. I think I told you, Ian. I was like, man, I think I told all y'all in the We Move chat, like, man, I'm done reposting them, man. They like, I'm so disappointed. And then, they have a performance like that. The way TP is playing, I had to repost
Yeah,
TP's picture,
bro.
man. I'm
The
like, man,
thing is, bro, the Cowboys too. This game easily be the 17-14 dog fight, like with the
exactly,
Giants,
man.
bro. This is
That's what,
how it
like you
be. This is
said,
how it is.
it's week to week, man. So like what I said with this team, man, is I believe in this team. This team can go far, but they just have to show me, man. And I'm always gonna back them. I'm always gonna back them. I'm loyal to a fault, man. That's my
Yeah,
favorite
I'm gonna
team
back
in
the
the
Jets,
world.
but I'm gonna be honest. I'm back, like I said, I back the Jets, but
Yeah,
my second team it is Kansas City Chiefs. It is. I
yeah,
love the boy Mahomes. But
yeah. He's
the
special.
Jets, I can't watch the Jets. I love watching the boy Mahomes. I'm gonna back them too.
He's special, man. And they look. He's not getting enough credit, man. He should be an
Bro, to
MVP.
win this Sunday in LA,
Yeah, the easiest him and Kelsey, man. That's a
LA
conversation
or
for another
Vegas.
day. But that duo is super special, man. That might be the most special duo.
Not LA, Vegas. Excuse me, the Vegas Chargers. It is Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who
LA.
in Vegas? The Raiders. The Raiders in
Yeah,
Vegas.
the
Yeah,
Raiders. Yeah.
yeah. I saw.
So,
Hey, we just talking podcast. Hey, this you know what I mean.
the
I
We
ain't got all
Move
the answers.
broadcast, it's as raw
Yeah,
as it gets, man. We hope
raw as it gets.
raw as it gets, right? You know what I mean? I'm working at Amazon these long shifts. You on a grind schedule. It's as raw as it gets. It's as real as it
Yeah,
gets, man.
no
No
facts.
ESTG, man. It's as real as it gets. So, yeah, man. Like with that being said, let's move on. Let's start talking this college football playoff talk, man. How do you feel about the committee? Do you feel like they got it right? I was trying to have I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna hold it back. I was trying to have a special guest on the pod. We'll have him on eventually because
Yeah,
he had his little trash to talk, especially to the pod. Because a few weeks
yeah.
ago, Ian could probably put two and two together. But the pod will see eventually when we have him on. A couple of weeks ago, we made a pick against his team, and we kind of dogged him. We were kind of laughing at him, and they proved us wrong. And they kind of got, they getting a lot of love in the rankings. But what do you think about those college football playoff rankings, man?
Man, I'm gonna just be honest, man. It's just so it's so many people that didn't make it easy for the committee. So
Right.
many teams that just made it hard for the committee, bro. Like Bama, they made it hard. Clemson made it hard.
Right.
Shoot, LSU made it hard. They got 2 losses.
Right.
Like, is LSU legit now? They beat Bama. They had a couple. Are they nice? I mean, let's see what they got this weekend. Let me check real quick. They play A&M and A&M. They can easily lose that game. A&M they lost a couple ones. Like, they were struggling this weekend. Like week by week.
Right.
But I really at the end of the day, like I told y'all before, it's gonna be Georgia's gonna be there. Whoever Georgia's gonna be there. They gonna do take care of business. Like I love Stetson Bennett. I love Stetson Bennett. I love the kid, man. I love how
Walk
he
on nation,
competes.
man.
I love how he competes. I feel like the team rallies around him. They got a legit defense still. Georgia's gonna be there. Now,
Yeah.
who I really, it's probably my fault, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault, my bias. I never
Yeah.
been a Big 12. I never been a Big 12 football guy. I feel like there's no defense being played there. But
Well,
TCU, man,
it started to transition a little bit. They've
yeah,
been
yeah.
playing some real defense these past few years.
I, I like TCU, bro. I really like them, but they got to get that 2 or 3 because they got running. They run into Georgia. I'm sorry, like they got to get that. They got to find a way to get that two
And
or
it would
three.
be in Atlanta. And it
Yeah,
would
they got to
probably
find a
be
way to
in
get that
Atlanta.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
But now that this weekend game, Ohio State versus Michigan, is gonna help the committee out a lot. And then if LSU loses, if LSU loses to A&M, bro, Bryce Young and Bama gonna find a way back in that
I
top
was
four,
just
bro.
gonna think. I was
I don't
saying
know
that.
how they're gonna do it, bro, but they're
I
gonna
was
find
just
a
thinking
way,
that
bro.
because they're
Oh my,
sitting there right there at 7. They're creeping up, and then who's ahead of them? USC, who has 2 tough games.
two
They gotta
tough
play.
games.
They gotta play Notre Dame, and then they probably have to play Oregon or Washington. None of that is a guarantee. None of that is guaranteed. They could play Utah again, who already beat them. So none of
Yeah.
that is guaranteed in the Pac-12 championship.
And
So
Oregon messed it up for the committee losing to Washington. Like Oregon, take
right,
care of business, baby. Y'all got one of the best offenses I've seen in about 10 years, bro. And really this year,
10
this whole
years.
bro, they got probably top 10, 15 offenses I've seen in 10 years, bro.
You
To
like them
me,
over? You like them over the
bro.
Buckeyes offense? You like them over
No, no,
The LSU
no.
offense?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say this year got 3 or 4 elite offenses, bro, in whole of college football. Like
You,
really good offenses. Ohio State, good offense. Tennessee, good offense. Oregon, good offense. LSU, they go at Daniel goes. I'm not gonna say they're good offense. I'm gonna just say they got dynamic
yeah,
guys behind that center.
'cause,
They just
like
make plays.
a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago, that 13-10 performance at Arkansas, they left me with a lot more to be desired.
yeah, yeah,
Which
yeah.
is a good reason. That's a good point you made. Versus A&M, LSU is on upset alert. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Big PG. I'm sorry to Joe Burrow. I'm sorry to all my LSU people. You're on upset alert.
And
I don't think
anybody
they're a
that's
real team. And like you
bro,
said, when it comes down to the SEC championship and they got to see Georgia, I don't care. Like if Georgia like be like, okay, we good. Like we don't really need to prove anything. They still want a
exactly.
championship. Athletes, every
Georgia, yeah, just real Georgia dogs. They gonna come.
yeah,
They come and get in that ring, bro. They gonna just take
yeah,
care of business and they
yeah,
gonna go about
exactly.
their business. Like
Yeah,
take care of
exactly.
business and go about their business,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
I don't think LSU. I don't think they can mess with them. I do think Daniels, right? He's shown. I'm not gonna say he's a special talent, but he has shown special moments. He has
special
definitely
moments.
shown
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
He's definitely
Good
shown
wordplay,
special
man. Special
moments,
moments.
and
Yeah,
I like him, man. I like him a lot. Um, he's a junior too, so he should come back. Hopefully, don't let the Bama young boy. If you some run across this at all, don't let the Bama win fool you, man.
yeah,
Do
bro. Come
not
back to
touch
the
the league.
crib,
Yeah,
bro.
come on back, touch
Try to
that
win a natty.
NIL.
Try to come back and win a natty.
Yeah, yeah, touch that NIL. Your hype's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot next year. So go ahead and do that
yeah.
and
Do
work
that.
out with that. But yeah, when it comes down to it, man, Bama really could because TCU easily could lose too. Because Iowa State hasn't let up 30 points but once. They only let up
Yeah,
30 points but once. So they have a good team. They've just choked a lot of games away. Their offense hasn't been scoring. But they have a really good defense. You know what I mean? The only team that scored 30 on them was Baylor, and they lost 31-24 to them. Everybody else, they got the top defense in the nation. So TCU has to be careful with them. And then they could play your boy Big Martinez in the conference championship.
yeah. Martinez is.
That's another thing. That's something to talk about. We get to that next week. And then Kansas State, like if they lose to Kansas in a rivalry game, and Kansas is dangerous, 6-5.
Dangerous.
Yeah, and then they got to run it with Texas. So that will be interesting. We
It's
could
gonna be interesting. Really gonna be interesting is that LSU don't take care of business this weekend and they go in there and somehow beat Georgia. Now what are we gonna do then?
yeah,
Like you know what I mean? It's just so
yeah,
much that still just so much to be told. It's just so
yeah,
many teams like making it hard for the committee. Like the committee got a hard job. Imagine Carolina stay solid and beat Clemson. And do we
yeah,
put Carolina? Do we put a one loss Carolina in and lost Notre Dame? Notre Dame loss doesn't look that bad no more. Notre Dame's clicking. They look good.
right.
So I mean, like
I can't believe though the committee got. I think they're USC. Say what you want, right? Their only loss is to Utah. Utah is a very quality team. They're sitting there at 14 in the rankings, and they lost
yeah,
on a
bro.
2-point conversion. And like overtime, it was a war. It was a battle.
Yeah,
We talk about Caleb
Utah, a
Williams.
very good team.
Yeah, and them not being over LSU, like say what you want, they lost to Florida State, and like I said, I've talked about Jordan Travis multiple times on the pod. I love Jordan Travis. Got him sitting right there at 16. But at the same time, man, Jordan, like this loss still happened. I don't care if it's the first week of the season; it's a 2-loss team. USC
Yeah,
has one
yeah,
loss. So like
yeah.
y'all see, I got the Buckeye gear on, and we're gonna talk about the game versus the team up north next. But like,
Yeah.
man, this is crazy, man. I understand they have a
Yeah,
hard
I feel like
time,
they really
but they
boosted
blocked
off
that
that Bama win. They really boosted off that one win, that Bama
They
win.
did.
It's really deep down the side, committee deep down the side. They go if the committee ever run across this deep down the side. I know y'all think Bama's still a top 4 team. Y'all
Oh
really
yeah.
want to put them in.
Oh,
Don't
they
try to
gonna put
fool
them
us.
in.
We know, we
We
understand.
know they do.
Y'all think Bama's one of the better teams in the league. We understand.
And
So
yeah,
when
you
they
know, it'll be real interesting, man. If Clemson, because Clemson got South Carolina this week, which they could mess around and lose. They could
Yeah,
mess
South
around and
Carolina, Spencer
lose.
Rattler might have clicked. You don't never know. Like I told you
Yeah.
about earlier about the giving people time to develop. Maybe Rattler might have finally clicked for the kid. And
Yeah,
who
might have
knows,
finally
bro?
clicked for
They
him.
very dangerous.
So, but you know, if Clemson wins out too, and then all this chaos happens, mess around and find them in the four, that would be insane. Sorry to my guy Robbie Love, but y'all are not a top 4 team. Let's be real here. Y'all are not
Like
a
I
top
said
4
2 weeks
team.
ago, I saw their heart up very close, bro. When it come
Yeah.
down to it, they go against a real deal defense. They got linebackers that can move sideline to sideline. They can stop that running game, quick
Mm-hmm.
swing passes, them jet sweeps, bro. Them really
I
the
think you called that on the pod. You called that on
Yeah,
the
I did
pod.
call it. I called it on the pot. I'm saying, but they play against a team that got good like backers that can get sideline to sideline, stop the run. Their offense is very limited, bro, because they don't got
Right.
them receivers they used to have, like the Watkins, is the the elite Clemson receivers
Yeah.
that we used to them having. They just don't have one this year. It's okay, like nobody's fault. It just doesn't pan out sometimes,
Right.
and it's really showing on that offense, bro. They didn't have Shipley. I don't know really who offense really stagnant, bro.
Right.
Defense though, the defense is elite. Clemson defense is elite again, keeping them in it this season all year. That Syracuse game they should have lost earlier in the season. Defense was like, nah, we're not losing it. We're not going. Defense was like, we're gonna win this game for us. And they did that. They did just that.
Yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%. So now let's move. Y'all see what I have on my body. Mine says Ohio State, the Ohio State University. You got the Buckeye on my body. I've been wearing it all week, AJ. It's nothing else on my body. We played a team up north. I'm not saying their name. I haven't said
And
it.
I'm
But
definitely not
team
saying
up
it.
north. My guy Ian at Michigan State, man. Go ahead and speak on this game. Big game, 2 versus 3 is war, man. Last year, 42-27 victory. Their first win since I think 2008. You know, actual absolute dominance in this series. You know, they're feeling big and bad. Blake Form a little knee nicked up, but he's a Heisman
He's
candidate.
a dog. He's gonna come back.
He's a
He's a
dog.
dog.
So
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, I expect Corn to play on Saturday. Big Fox Noon, college game day there, big time game. I'm still deciding I'm blowing bag today on the
No,
ticket.
I'm big, bro. If I was you, I'm dropping the bag for him. I'm dropping the bag. I gotta be in the building, bro, for
To
the
be in the
moment.
building for it. I'm definitely
Yeah.
thinking about it, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Bro. If the financials is right, bro, you moving right. I
Yeah.
gotta be in the building for that one.
Yeah. So that's gonna be. I'm super excited for that one. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a fun time. I think y'all can guess who I have. I'll speak on it though. I have to speak on it. I'll let you go ahead and rock out though.
Yeah, man, like I've been saying from the jump, like I said earlier, Tennessee, Oregon, Ohio State, you gotta score points to beat them. And I've been watching Michigan lately all season. Even gonna even go back to the Maryland game where Maryland had scared them. That we can go even back to then. We can even go back to first half of Michigan State. They're just not a team that's gonna just blow you away, bro. You can compete with Michigan football. I spell their name, oh well. You can compete with them boys, bro. You can compete with them. You can compete with them, bro. Ohio
Right.
State though, is teams you just can't compete with. It's either
Right.
you got it, and in this Ohio State offense, Marvin Harrison, receiver, probably in my opinion, the best receiver in the NCAA, bro. Go get it. Any NFL GM that likes, he catches every ball. He got everything in his route tree. He can
Yeah.
block on the outside. He can do it all. Marvin
Yeah.
Harrison, man, he's nice. I mean, the dude with Tennessee, he's good. I feel like his route tree is more of a vertical deep threat.
Right.
He's in that kind of offense where he's going to go deep and looking to
Mm-hmm.
make big plays. He's not really like Ohio State runs the ball way more than them. Like we're going to lose.
Right.
That's a whole different dynamic, but bro.
Right.
I feel like Ohio State, bro, you got to score at least 30 points to beat them. At least 30. And
Yeah.
people think it's like 30 points. I know y'all see these kind of scores. 30 points is not easy to score, bro.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not
Not.
easy to score. And they doing it every weekend.
Yeah.
Like on the
Yeah.
road, freezing temperatures, wind blowing. They scoring 30 points.
Yeah.
So and I don't think Michigan can score 30 on them. I really don't. I can see
Yeah.
this game being about Ohio State 38, Michigan 17. It could be close to half, 24 to 14 and a half, something like that to keep y'all tuned in for the third quarter. But as the game wears on, I feel like Ohio State is too talented on offense, bro. Defense isn't gonna matter. You got to outscore Buckeyes. That's why I like Georgia because Georgia's defense is just good enough to hold them that 28 to 30 point range. That's why I feel like in that game it'd be a different game than this Michigan game. So like I said, Michigan, I'm gonna go Ohio State 38, Michigan between 17 and 24.
Yeah. No, so I'll go ahead and take off on that, man. I think when
Yep.
it comes up to the team up north, right, it's
Yep.
really two, man. Stop 2 and 7. They got special talents at running back. I'll
Yeah.
tip my hat to them for that. I'm not
Yeah.
a hater at all. I'm a logic, like you said.
No, same logic. Like we said
You
earlier,
know, and that
logic, bro. We
and
got logic.
that O line is special. But like you said, at the end of the day, number 9, when you come up here to the shoe, you got to come
Yeah.
beat us. That quarterback got to come beat us. And what
Like
I
like
saw
like
last
remember
week, he made some
remember
throws.
remember remember last year you went to the Oregon game. My brother was in first for the Oregon Ohio State game. The
Yeah,
only game that Ohio State lost at home in a minute.
yeah.
And Oregon just came up there
Only
and
home loss.
Oregon beat them. Oregon
Yeah.
came and beat them. They didn't win. It wasn't no regular win. It wasn't no they
Oh
played
yeah.
out to lose. Oregon had to come up there and they really had to beat them boys
Yeah.
in the shoe. You got to really go to the shoe. Like last year, Michigan State went in Ohio State,
Mm-hmm.
a big game, and we came out a little flat, and it was over. Like
Right.
Ohio State was over. It was over that fast. Like we couldn't
Yeah.
come back. We couldn't run the ball no more. We was down. We had to pass, and passing game had to open up. It was over with already.
Yeah.
So Michigan, I can see the same thing happening with Michigan this weekend. Like you were saying, go ahead. What you were saying.
Yeah, it comes down to stopping 2, man. At the end of the day, they're gonna run the ball. The O line is special. You know, the team up north, they get after that O line. I salute them, but at the end of the day, JJ McCarthy, you have to make plays. You have to come up here, like you said. The Anthony Brown, the Oregon quarterback, he was throwing dots on third down. He was doing just enough.
Third and longs,
They ran
crowd
the
going
ball.
fed. Oh,
Yep.
loud, rocking.
Yeah, he did just
You
enough.
gotta,
He did just enough. And at the end of the day, this is a get back game. You know, I know y'all use that term. It really is. It's a get back game. Shout out to the Chief, man. Shout out to Iz. It really is a get back game.
Yeah, facts,
The last
facts.
time Ryan Day and Ohio State had a get back game, it was against Clemson. You were there with me. It was right there in the same city we were in. Blasted Clemson 49-28 after the year, Olave broke off the route. And this is a get back game, and it's at the crib. There's no way we're losing. My prediction is 44-17. Load up against the run. Yeah, I don't know. It could be close, but it could not. I think it could be almost. You did a great job saying last year with Michigan State. They came up in there, 10-9-1, 9-1 came up into the shoe, 9-1, all the hype, almost in the top 4. Kenneth Walker, Heisman candidate, just like Forum. Heisman candidate. Came up in there, popped Walker in the mouth. I think he had something going already. Ended up getting hurt.
Something going already.
I never wish injury on anybody. But in the end of the day, like you said, it was Garrett Wilson over the top, Chris Olave over the top, bang, 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 touchdown.
It was over.
Yeah, now it's over. What's up? Like, you know what I mean? And it could really go like that. The weather, I just looked at the most recent weather report. It's not going to be no wind. It's not going to be no snow like it was last
Actually,
year.
that snow. I feel like Ohio State wins that game last year for them conditions.
Exactly.
Was right.
And that too, Ian. And then every single time, Hassan Haskins was amazing last year. 255 on the ground, 5 touchdowns. Like, that's unreal. There's no way this defense is a top 5 defense. I know the competition has been the greatest. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Leave and go to the SEC in the middle of the season? That's a ridiculous argument. Throw that out the window. So, like, at the end of the day, but that defense is much improved. They have to stand up because they know what time it is. Everybody's questioning their toughness. Everybody thinks 10 years of dominance just went out the window in 1 year. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I salute Harbaugh. He's building up a program. It's great.
For sure.
Like, one thing about us, not to steal the Grizzlies and John Morant's quote, but we love to smoke. Me and Ian, we love to smoke. In practice, we never ran. The first team came in.
I like to see what I'm made of, man. When you get in that smoke, you get to see what you're really made of. You can see if you really can hang or you can't hang.
100%.
And after that, you gotta just self-evaluate, like a team evaluate. Like
100%.
Like this weekend we got Alabama. We could play North Carolina. We could play a lot of good top tier programs in college basketball, bro. We could see what we're really made of. Like we had a good start. We beat Kentucky. Could have got Gonzaga. That was a good game. When we saw Gonzaga beat Kentucky, like it's parity. Like who gonna come out that day? What you really made of?
And at the end of the day,
we're really gonna see when it's
at the end of the day too. This is what I say, man. And when it comes down to it, I love the Buckeyes. Shout out to my guys on the court too. They balled down in Maui. They fought hard. Young team for the Buckeyes.
They did.
But at the end of the day, man, like I said, y'all call me what you want, Paul. Like Ian said, my second team. When it comes down to basketball season, we flip the whole vibe. Y'all gonna see me. My bro got me in a lot of Spartan gear, man. I rock with my bro.
We rocking with the Spartans.
And all those guys, man. And one shout out to them. I don't know if they listen to the pod. I know they busy guys, but I appreciate all the love that, shout out to Woj, first off. And then shout out to all the guys that's over there. They welcomed me into their house last year when I came up to Lansing. Like, Lee Hall, even Julius. I know he ain't with y'all anymore, but J.A., Pierre, all those guys. Shout out to JA following the pod. If we blow JA, you one of the biggest
Yeah, we're
treasures.
gonna for sure get you on here, bro.
Shout
Yup.
out to you.
Yup.
And then shout out, T Walk. Obviously, I love watching him play. Big time player. Reminds me of myself. I sound like the OG. Reminds me of myself. But no, I love watching the boys play, man. AJ, shout out to AJ. All those guys, real great guys. They really welcome me into Lansing every time I come, and I appreciate you showing me a good time as well. So, I love watching it play. I love watching the culture play. But one thing I would say is that Izzo, y'all boys did not run from no smoke.
No,
First game y'all had either the warm up, and then second game it was straight to it, and then third game straight to it. And then Villanova, like, come on, this is not.
Yeah, they not no slouches, bro. Villanova, and they missing a couple players when they missing a couple guys. Like, they're gonna be a really good team when it's all said and done. January, February time. Just watch.
But this is what I say though. This is what I say, and I'll say this right here on the pod. This is why I think y'all can win. The Big Ten instead of the team up north. Down south, whatever they are to y'all. I'm not sure. Down east, west, whatever it is. Everybody hyping them up, whatever the case, you don't have to speak on that. You taking it by game. I know you are. But this is why I say y'all have a shot. You battle tested. And then whatever happens in the Big Ten when March rolls around, it's gonna be ready. I'm gonna be in Indy, happy as ever, watching. Like, let's get it. These boys are battle tested, man. And that same thing happened last year. It took some lumps. Y'all took some lumps. Got hit over the head. But when March came around, it was smoke. And that Duke game easily could have went the other way.
Either way, exactly.
Could have went the other way. Easily could have went the other way, man. So I think my score prediction is Ohio State 44. The team up north 17. I think it could get ugly. I think it could really go that way. And I just hopefully, everybody stays healthy, everybody stays in their body. Hopefully Corn's fine. I want a full go. Like you said, I want a full go. I'm taking the head on, bro. I'm taking the head on, man. I want the world to see what the Buckeyes can do. Because in my opinion, like, I picked them beginning of the season, winning the national championship, and I think they can do it. Like, at the end of the day, like, I think that Georgia, like, I'm taking it game by game. When I'm investing my teams, I'm coaching, man. I'm taking it game by game. And, next week probably Iowa or Purdue, but this game, taking this one in straight on. And I think the Buckeyes. I love Dallin Hayden. I love Travion. People keep saying all these guys, Travion, Dallin, Mayan, who I want to start, who this and that. All three of them can go, man. I'm never on that time and get the one of them out. They can all go. We've been dealing with injuries. Hopefully, I would love to see Jackson back. I highly doubt he's going to play this week, but I would love to see him back, really see what that offense is supposed to look like, because that's what you got to think, is that Jackson, Smith and Jigba ain't played all year, man. All year. So it should be a good one, man. It should be a good one. I'm excited for it. Like you almost talked me into getting a ticket right now, really.
That was my thought process when Notre Dame played Clemson. I'm like, this ain't cheap, but I gotta be in the building. Like, it's what I work hard for I can do stuff like this.
Exactly. So that's one thing we always talk about, man. But we haven't talked to you, man, in a couple weeks, man. What's your Heisman? What's your top 3 looking like right now?
Bro, listen to this, bro. So Jaden spoke on it 2 weeks ago. My brother JG, shout out UVA, top 5 team in the country. Them boys look good. They clicking. Really offense look good. Coach Bennett got them boys. It's really, like we're saying, it's a get back year for my brother JG and UVA. Last year,
I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. But since we on it, bro, rest in peace to them young Kings, bro.
No, facts. Rest in peace,
young
bro.
Kings on the football team at UVA, bro. That was nuts, bro. You crazy, man. That was just a crazy situation. Everybody, much prayers to them, man. My young boy, Devin Chandler, I never met him, but he's from the city, man. He went to Huff. Rest in peace to him. Huff High School, where my sister graduated from. I went to private school my senior year, but I spent, some of my best friends from GFG. We all went to Huff together, man. Rest in peace to him, man. All those boys, man. They had special talents, man. The receiver that passed away, he was, I've seen him play 6'7", receiver talented. One thing
he knows where he could have went with it.
Man, like, when it comes down to it, man, that gun violence, man, that's not the answer, man. That's not the way to go, man. We'll talk about it a little bit more. We got one thing at the end of the pod, but rest in peace to them boys, and shout out to JG. Keep doing your thing, brother. I know that's kind of been, weighing heavy on him, man. The boys played for them. They played hard, man. If you want to touch on that, then
two big wins, bro. 2 big wins. They knocked down Illinois. Illinois is a good team. They got some good transfers in. Terrence Shannon, Meyer. They got a really good team over there in Illinois. It's gonna be fun when we play them, preparing to play them later on this year. Yeah. And then they beat
Do they come to the crib?
Illinois? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we played. Oh yeah, we played them twice this year. Pretty sure.
Oh man, that's love, man. The Big Ten
Like,
is a
and
war,
then
man.
oh, it's a war, bro. You gotta be ready to go every night. And then who they beat before they beat Illinois? Who played the team before that? I'm trying to think.
Who you
Life
beat?
moving so.
Baylor. They
Who
beat Baylor Bears.
Baylor, yeah, Flagner and Cryer, and two of
Yeah,
some of the best guards in the nation.
you
They beat
seriously,
them
man.
like UVA, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. Like last year, they were figuring stuff out. You know what I mean. They didn't accomplish the goals that they wanted to accomplish. But I feel like this year really a get back here for UVA, man. And I really like how they look, and I'm proud of JG, man, doing his thing, playing within the team. Everybody, the Kihei leader, big beat man, big bro. Franklin, they coming out, they coming back with a vengeance. It's gonna be really interesting to watch them this year in the ACC, and I'm
Yeah,
very excited, man.
I'm very excited, man. I'm excited to see them, man. It's gonna be. They got they're not in the holiday tournaments, but they come play the team up north on Tuesday, and they got Maryland Eastern Shore on Friday. So
Yeah,
JG, one thing I would say, man, you gotta love about JG is that he's just happy they winning, man.
nah,
He's
for
a
real.
superstar, man. And like I said, he's working, he's putting in that work. He's a superstar. He's ready to go, man. His time is gonna
Yeah,
come. JG is always gonna come around. He's made some big plays, like the Baylor game.
big,
He was able to do
yeah,
some stuff. The championship game against Illinois, like he was making big plays. I see you dunking stuff too, boy. Like,
yeah, facts.
but
when he dunk, I be laughing, bro. You think he's Zion on the rim,
yeah, he
bro?
really think
I'm
he's
like,
dying on the
bro,
rim, bro. You got to do a
JG,
couple
you
more
barely
spots.
getting over the rim,
Yeah,
fam. He's like, come on, bro.
all together, bro. You was not booming nothing like
No,
that.
you're not a boomer, bro.
But yeah, bro. So shout out to UVA, man. Go ahead though. Hey, chat. If I tell them stop stalling. What's the top three Heisman, sir?
I'm gonna just go with Young, bro. I mean, not Young. Excuse me,
Oh
Stroud. I
wow,
know,
look.
I know, I know, I know. 2 weeks ago, I was all in on Bryce Young, but I feel like
Yeah.
they're not good enough a team like for him to get the Heisman. Even if he is the best player in the nation, still, to me, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he's probably gonna go to Stroud, bro. Like Stroud's had a good year. He's been his greatness has been pretty unappreciated what he's been doing all year in the Big Ten. How he's
Yeah.
been just throwing the ball around the yard. Like I'm cutting on games. Like say whatever they want to say. It's quarterbacks there that can't even get 10 completions, bro. Can't even get 100 yards. They running the ball most of the game. The coach is managing the game. Like they throwing screens for 30 yards, like quick curl. Like but Stroud really sitting in that pocket. He throwing dots. He making
Yeah.
reads. He's leading his team in Maryland game. They could have easily lost. Penn State game. They could have easily lost. He was just like, nah, I'm really that guy. I'm really gonna show y'all today. And
Yeah.
he does it every weekend, bro. So I'm gonna go with Stroud, bro. And
Yeah.
then probably second, got to be that boy JG. Like the reason I even brought up Jaden is because
Mm-hmm.
he predicted Duggan 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, TCU, I don't know. But Max Duggan, man, good gracious, he done went on the road and won some big games. You got to go with Max Duggan, and then third, I'm probably gonna have to go with I guess. I'm not gonna even give a third. I'm gonna just stick it Stroud and Duggan, and then the rest of that is up for the committee to decide. I feel like it's down to them two. The third man in the finals might be Corum. He might be on the stage with them, but I feel like it's either gonna come down to Stroud and Duggan right now, man. That's
Yeah.
my two. That's
Yeah.
my two top guys.
Yeah. So I got a three. I got a 3-2, man. And I'm actually gonna surprise some people, man. Like I said, I love CJ, right? But honestly, I think this kid jumped to the forefront with that late night war and show he put on. My number one is Caleb Williams right now at USC.
Oh, wow,
The way
wow, wow.
the way he balled against
Yeah.
and the way he's carrying that team because that defense is not good. So every
No,
single
it's
game
not.
he has to go ahead and
It's
do it.
not.
And then it's
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley, and then they got two probably marquee games. Because here's the thing, right? And I want CJ to win it. I love CJ, but here's the thing, right? Even if he balls against the team up north, which I expect him to, because the past few weeks it's been a lot of doubts, a lot of hate towards him, towards the whole team. I expect him to shake back. But what I really think is going to separate him and the reason why I say Caleb is number one is because he got a game versus Notre Dame, rivalry game. Game probably will be a little bit closer than people think. And his weapons around him, his defense, people are gonna try to gas that. Well, look at how he's carrying his defense. Look at this. And then the next week he's gonna have Oregon or Utah. So if he wins those two, I think he has it. I think he does.
And he'll be in the playoff.
Yeah, and he'll be in the playoffs. So I think
Yeah.
he'll have it and backdoor CJ again. But if CJ, which I expect him to win these next two, ball out, and then Caleb can sputter a little bit or doesn't look as great, I'm gonna go CJ. But CJ's my number two. And then third, I got Big Duggan, man. The way he like you said, the way he's carrying the team, it was Corn, but the knee injury you know, that kind of nicked him, even though he had like 158 at half, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
bro, it's
So
crazy.
that's just nuts. But like him,
It's so hard to win
he's
the
right there on
Heisman,
the
man. It's so
outside.
hard to win the Heisman, man.
It is. It is. He's out there on the outside, but I think Ohio State's gonna come in with that game plan. Jim Knowles, great defensive coordinator, great schemer. He's gonna have a game plan for that run game. Even if they, you know, they're gonna get theirs. You know, when you're in a big game, they're always gonna get theirs. But like you always say, like you was talking to me, always texting, Yankees, stay down. We just stay down.
Stay down,
Stay
bro. You
down
gotta
and
stay down,
play your roles, man, and don't lose
bro.
your.
Like also what I preach here. When some people will hear me saying it, bro. Last 8 minutes, bro. If you want to be great, you're not gonna win no blowouts. You gotta
Yeah,
be able to operate when that heartbeat beating fast, when the
yeah,
nerves is going. You gotta
yeah,
be able to finish, bro. Last 8 minutes, bro. You gotta be
yeah,
able to finish, and that's
yeah.
just what I've been. When it comes down to it, Stroud, um, Duggan, Caleb Williams, it's gonna be last minute drive. You down two. Last
Right.
minute drive up three.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta finish in the last 8 minutes, bro. When they really
Got
need
to.
it, when the heartbeat's going, when his nerves is going, who can
Yeah,
finish?
yeah.
That's what it's all gonna come down to.
That's what it's all gonna come down to, man. So hopefully, man, I would love that's my three right now. So we should see, man. It's a big weekend coming up. Big weekend.
Huge
So
weekend.
huge weekend, man. Huge weekend. So I don't know if we talked about it on we talked about it kind of in the first podcast, but to kind of take us out for today, I
Yeah, take it
wanted
out.
to ask you, man. So one thing, I'm gonna start off, and then I'll let you follow, man. So we're gonna talk about the
Okay.
rap game, man. Shout out to my guy Justin Cabrera, great photographer. My guy out in New York got us out right when we were out there in New York.
Yup. Yup.
Great people, man. Great people. And he DM'd me, man. He was talking about, man. So like, talk about drill rap, talk about this rap music, and then rest in peace to Takeoff. Like, obviously, I think we talked about a little bit. Me and Ian loved the Migos music, man. We were listening to their albums like when they dropped, and when we were in college, like listen to them, having listening parties in our
Yeah.
having our apartment.
Nah, for real,
And
for real.
seeing these guys, like it's been multiple guys, PNB Rock, Pop Smoke, plenty of guys like getting shot, getting killed. I think he was saying there was K Flock, he's a rapper in New York who's like in jail because he like shot someone. And it's like one thing I'll say, right, is I love rap music just like the next man, man. I love it. It
Yeah.
motivates me, keeps me going. I also listen to all different types of genre, because you can't listen to
Yeah.
that all day, 24/7, right?
Facts.
But one thing I think a lot of kids, man, we see it with. I know I'm gonna speak for myself. I see them people I know from my city listen to this rap music. Got a favorite rapper. Like I love NBA YoungBoy, right? But I don't act like NBA YoungBoy. I don't live like him. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
the music starts to seep into your soul and it becomes you, then that's when you're losing yourself, man.
Nah,
I
facts.
always listen to the music. I love it. It's got great music, great beats, some great lyrics, some trash lyrics. But at the end of the day, it'll never seep into my soul, man. You have to know who you are. And to all any
Yeah.
kids that listen to this, you listen to that music, like it's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Like you're gonna hear it wherever you go. But at the end of the day, once it starts to seep into your soul and change who you are, I think
Yeah,
that's
bro.
the
That's where you
crazy.
gotta lock it in.
That's when that's when you lose yourself, and that's how when we get in these situations, people acting like they're not getting going to jail, getting tickets and stuff like that. And like we talked about at the beginning of the pod, that stuff stays with you forever, man. That stuff stays. You can't just
Yeah,
get rid of
facts.
that. You just can't get rid of that, man.
Yeah,
So
bro. I'll just follow up what you saying on that, bro. Like I'm first of all, I'm a Christian man, bro. I love the Lord with all my heart. I believe in Jesus, bro. And I listen to rap music like the next guy, bro. The rap, but all the stuff they say in there, like they say some crude stuff about women, about killing. They say some of anything in them songs, bro.
right,
And what you gotta understand, bro, is like these people are just trying to sell. Like you, a lot of these people that are doing this music, bro, they're not really doing what they saying in these songs. Hip hop started off of a whole thing. Hip hop started was off of fronting, like lying about how much money I got, lying
yeah,
about the girls I'm getting with. Like this is all just like for it's all for show, bro. Like
right,
I'm walking around with the thing like this is what they supposed to portray like as an artist, bro. This is about their brand. This isn't about what they really about their lifestyle. And like I know for me, I have a good discernment, so I'm able to decipher like stuff from their music and then the person, bro. But like if you're going off just off the music and what they saying in those songs, and you thinking like this is what you're supposed to really live, like it's okay, bro, to have one girlfriend, bro. It's okay to have a wife, bro. It's okay to not be moving drugs. That's all okay. You can still listen to that music, bro. Like some of the beats be fire, some of the songs be fire, the choruses be fire. Like it
yeah,
get you flowing, like get some energy, momentum. Like I know when I'm in the arena tomorrow and the game going, it's gonna be some songs played that I don't believe in nothing they saying in the song. The
right,
song is good, bro. It's a good
right,
song. There's nothing
right.
wrong with giving people their flowers for making good music. They talented people, talented artists. But
Mm-hmm.
if you like, oh man, young boy got doing this over here, I'm gonna try to do this. It's cool. Like Dirk doing this or Baby doing this or Drake doing this. Like, bro, we're not nothing. You don't know nothing about them. You have no idea what Drake's lifestyle is like, bro.
Yeah,
You cannot even. come to fathom what he everyday basis for Drake is like. You
Right.
cannot relate. So don't try
Yeah.
to relate to the like. Don't try to OD relate to the music because you
Yeah.
can't. A couple words here or there, like he said something about like you could really relate and feel it in your soul. Like, oh, I
Right.
went through that or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you ain't went through nothing these artists, rappers is going through. Like, just enjoy the song, enjoy the chorus, and sing along with your friends. Have made great memories. So I love the Migos. Like, they used to remind me of good times, bro. Like, Take Off when he was rapping. I was in college with my boys. We was having good times. We was on the grind. We was on the grind to where we at now. And
Yeah.
now I remember the music I'm listening to now. I remember the great times we had now. 10 years from now, like, oh, this is what we was doing then. But now I'm here with the music. Like, this music, movies, like events, like Super Bowl events. Bring back times and memories, people that you have that you love, bro. It ain't about what's really going on in them songs. It's about sharing the moment with others, bro. That's really what I'm going to with it.
100%, bro. That's so real, man. That's 100%, bro. And I feel like people just always have to remember that. Like you just always,
Yeah, bro. You gotta remember, like, I'm not affiliated with no gangs, bro. Like, I'm a scholar. We talk about gang members and scholars. Like, I'm a proud scholar, bro. It's
yeah,
okay to be a proud scholar. Like, you don't have to be
yeah,
a gangbanger or a shooter, none of that. To
none of
still
that.
enjoy the music, bro. To still relate. Like, maybe you come from a poor area, like an area where gun violence is prevalent. You can relate to like hearing like people sirens going off, stuff like that. Like, you can relate to that in the song, bro. But that don't mean you gotta be the ones really the sirens pulling up on you and the police pulling up. That don't gotta really be your lifestyle, bro, at all.
Right.
It's
No,
many more options.
100%.
And to all my rappers out there, bro, if you're trying to rap and make it and really trying to make it, keep doing that. Don't let nobody stop your dreams, bro.
Mhm.
But just because I'm trying to find a words to say this. Just because all the other rappers are doing this and that don't mean you have to do the same thing.
Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
Exactly.
Be yourself. And at the end of the day, man, that's in everything in life. Just be yourself. The people that's gonna really be there and is really gonna be your foundation. Whether that's your best friend, your boys, your best men, you're like your best like work like coworkers. You know, your best
Yeah.
teammates, your best coaching staff, your best girlfriend, husband,
Yeah.
wife.
Exactly.
All that stuff. That's gonna be so genuine, man, and they're gonna love you for you.
Exactly.
That's what it's about. At the end of the day, like comparison is the thief of joy, man. Like,
Yeah.
or is that comparison is the enemy of joy, or whatever the
It's one of them. It's one of them. I think it's one of them. Y'all, hey, like we said, we come raw on this
yeah, we
podcast. We
come
might
raw
mess up.
with it
Yeah,
on the
yeah. We
pod.
come raw. It's
It's
one of
real
them.
raw.
It's one of them
Ain't no
ones.
cut on this, man.
Yeah, no cut at all.
First
No
take, yeah,
edit,
one
nothing.
take RJ, one take Ev. Simple.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
that's how
One
we come
take.
with it. So like
Yep.
it's really just be yourself, man. Like when you start to compare your life, that's why stuff like that, man. Because I even feel myself. You look on IG, like, oh man, they doing this, they doing that. Like, oh man, they got this many likes. Like, you know what I mean? It's like whether you think about it, like whether it doesn't matter to you, but you still think about it, right? Because
Yeah,
that's
for
how
sure.
that's the social construct of everything. That's
For
how they
sure.
want to look at it. So like, man, you know yourself. You like, man, it don't matter. I don't care. Like I think we talked about this a long time ago. Like I'm gonna drop what I want to drop. I'm gonna post.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna
Yeah,
drag. I'm gonna wear what
yeah,
I want to wear. Like,
yeah.
and as far as like, I ain't gonna come to work like wearing that OD like
Right. Yeah.
crazy.
It's
But if I
always
want to
time
wear
and
like, if
place.
I want to wear something today, bro, I'm like, like I said, somebody gonna like it. Somebody not gonna like it. Some people just gonna be like, look at you, not care. You gotta
Mhm.
just understand that's what's gonna come with it either way.
Yeah, and as long as
No
I
matter what decision you do, like as a coach, bro, I dropped the last play. Somebody else might want to go for the two. I want to go for the three. And
yeah,
that's my decision. Some people want to go with the three.
right.
Some people are going to agree. Some people are just not. That's just how life is going to work, regardless.
Yeah,
Any situation, sports, not sports, music, clothes. Shoot, waking up this morning, like somebody be like, "Hey, let's go get coffee." Like, nah, bro, I want to wait and go eat something else. Like, people aren't always going to agree. Somebody's going to
yeah,
have their own other opinion.
yeah. No, 100%, bro. 100%, man. So it's gonna be it's always about knowing yourself, man. Once you know yourself, man, then everything else flows, man. Everything else
Thanks,
flows.
thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but you got any more wisdom, any more tidbits for the pod, man? Give us
Yeah,
some.
I'm gonna just to close the podcast out, man. I just want to
Yeah,
say, like, right now, I'm in a great space. We moving through the schedule. I'm becoming one with this the grind, man. Just embracing it. Like, it's not gonna be easy. Like, if you're gonna do something, and it's just you going through it not easy, bro. You might want to reevaluate what you're doing. Honestly, if you're not going through that adversity, if stuff's not hard. Like, if you're not like, dang, like, can I keep doing this? You really should probably evaluate what you're doing and see, like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Because that's
exactly.
why I know, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because every day I'm learning, every day I'm going through something, every day is just a challenge, bro. Like, even like might be tired, I gotta wake up. That's a challenge. It's something little as that.
Hmm.
So that's what I want to tell everybody to keep going. If you're gonna do something, going through dark times right now, I promise you they're not gonna last forever. If you're going through good times, really enjoy them because dark times is coming soon. Like, the devil not looking you off. I promise you, he plotting. So
Yeah, and that's
that's
a
what
perfect
I'm
way
gonna
to
close out.
That's a perfect way to take it out, man. That's
Yeah,
part of the we move mantra, man. It's like
yeah,
when
man.
it's good, everything's going good. Hey, we move on. Like we keep on
Yeah,
going up that hill. Hey, if things are bad, man, hey, we move, man. We just gonna keep on fighting.
exactly,
We fight through any
exactly.
adversity and we move through, man. One loss, that's just an opportunity to grow and win the next time. That's all it is, man. So I
Yep.
want to say, man, thank you for getting on, man. Love you, my brother. Good luck this
Yes, sir.
week.
I love you too, dog.
Let's go get it, man. Let's go get it.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's
That
get
chip.
it.
Hey, that's one thing, bro. My brother ain't touched the chip. My brother ready to touch the chip. I
Yeah,
know
bro.
you.
I ain't forget last year, bro. We was at the we was in the Bad Boy Mowers battle for Atlantis. We ain't there no more. We
Yeah,
was in the PK. And
yeah,
I remember we lost to Baylor, bro. Like we were this close to glory. I know. Hey,
yeah. What'd you say?
I'm
Hey,
this close.
hey,
I'm
this
this
ain't
close
funny.
to glory.
This ain't funny. But what'd you say? You was watching it. How was you watching this?
Yeah, no, I did. I did after the game. After we lost, I don't know. I was like, dang, we were so close. But I wanted to watch them celebrate, bro. See what that's like. I know it might be corny or whatever. Like we
Yeah,
didn't
he
want to
said
watch.
he was
But yeah,
watching them like step
yeah,
by
I watched
step.
them. Yeah, I was watching them celebrate, bro. Like I'm like, that's what it looked like. That's what it feel like. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
touch it soon. Like
yeah. You
maybe
gonna
I
touch
might
it?
even touch it this year, bro. Next year, I know, bro. Before my time, I'm gonna touch that glory,
Oh
bro. And
yeah,
I'm gonna
you gonna
it'll
touch
all
that
be worth
glory
it, bro.
for
All gonna be
sure.
worth it.
For sure,
Yeah.
you
So
definitely gonna touch that glory. You gonna be crying
yeah.
too, y'all boys. Know it. Hey, you gonna be crying crazy, man. I gotta find a photo for the pod from ECU, man. But all right,
No,
love
I ain't gonna
you.
lie. I'm gonna for sure be I'm gonna for sure be crying when I touch glory. I ain't gonna yeah.
Yeah, 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 we
So
know
yeah.
you. But all right, my brother, man, love you,
All
man.
right,
We
fam.
Move
Yes, sir. Love you
Podcast
too.
episode 3, man. I'm gonna give you a FaceTime ring, man. Do your thing this weekend. Bring home that trophy, man.
Yes, sir.
Beat
Yes, sir.
Bama, man. Beat Bama. Let's ride.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, fam.
All right.